Okay, doing another replay analysis. This time, we're looking at DOS Spartan 54 in Mogami, and he told me to kind of, I guess, critique his damage mitigation. So we'll be paying special attention to that this time.
Action stations.
Okay, kind of interesting choice to... Okay, never mind, you're not going to see. Not quite sure where you're headed. I noticed that you're about to make a left turn. I think, anyways. But if you know you're going to be kiting out that side, it's always nice to have your turrets pre-rotated to the other side. So if you are indeed turning left and kiting out that way, having your rear turrets to the left definitely would... What are you doing? You're going into B as a Mogami when there's carriers and you don't have a DD in front of you. Yeah, you're kind of crazy. Okay, if that Bismarck and the Fuso had brains, you have about 15 seconds before you take a Citadel or two, so I'm guessing they probably don't have brains because those weren't battleship shells. They didn't even shoot at you, what the heck? Interesting. So right now, you're showing your side to all of that. I guess there's that island in the way, but it wouldn't have been blocking their shots earlier. So I'm honestly surprised you didn't take at least one Citadel. Okay, good kill against the DD. Okay, so usually again, maybe it's just my playstyle, but I wouldn't shove into B first as a Mogami in front of a New Mexico, a Bismarck, and a Fuso. Especially not when there aren't DDs in front of you to give you smoke cover, or and also CVs to spot you from the air. Okay, good use of island cover here, making it so that the enemy BBs can't spot you. Okay, that was a really nice play. Being able to catch the Benson out like that. I guess you predicted that he was in the smoke screen, and you... Well, unfortunately, you don't get shots at him. Bummer. Unless he goes completely full retard and turns into you. Well, looks like here's Torp sent his way, so not much he could do about it, I guess. Huh, guess you get to nuke a Benson. That's nice. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Okay, you're turning in right now, which is good because you're predicting that he's launching torpedoes. So that was a nice move. That's exactly what I would have done. So I don't know what that New Mexico is looking at, but like I'm very surprised he's not shooting you. I'm also very surprised that Bismarck isn't swinging his rear turrets, but I guess he has bigger things to deal with. Right now, I'd switch to AP. AP, AP, AP. Because if you had switched to AP, this salvo right here could have nuked him. He could be at like 2,000 hit points or even like dead. You switched to AP a little bit late, since now he realizes where you are. Or he realizes that, you know, he's going to take citadels if he doesn't stay angled out. Again, I don't know what that New Mexico over there is smoking. Like, he has a perfect flat broadside Mogami to him at 10 kilometers, and he's just not paying attention at all. Oh look, now you're broadside to a Fuso at 10 kilometers and he's not shooting at you. What a twist. Okay, so right now in this position, you're really fortunate that the target that you're shooting at cannot overmatch you. Because if you were in this situation and that was a Colorado or a Nagato or something, you'd basically be dead. Or even worse, say like something tier 9 or tier 10, you'd be completely toast. Right now you're doing the right thing because he can't overmatch you, right? So all you have to do is basically just keep your nose pointed in, and he can't do much. What you're doing right now over is very risky because you're opening yourself to the possibility of normal pens or even citadels. I'd use your front two turrets and bait his shots. And then you swing the rear too, so you are doing that right now, which is good. I'd switch to AP right now. You'd be doing probably double the damage per salvo. Well, he's turning out, so not now. Not sure why you're launching torpedoes at a target that will be out of your torp range. Probably, I guess no real harm done, but like, usually it's not best to torp targets that are going away from you. It's rather hard to land torps on those. I'm not gonna lie, you basically got away with murder. Probably 2 to 3 times in this match. You got a good result for it, but like stuff like that, you definitely gotta watch out for. This is very dangerous, especially in a tight game like this. Actually, I forgot the Mogami's torp range. What is it again? No, 10 kilometers. Never mind. Those torps are fine. I thought it was 8. I'm like, he was at 7.5 and going away. It's like, why are you firing at him? My bad. Given how tight this game is, and that their CV's tier 6, which is bottom tier for the match, I probably wouldn't have tried to go for the CV first. I would have definitely been a lot closer to B and C. Also, that shot was horribly, horribly underlit. Those are going to miss behind him by 2 country miles. Also underled. Gonna miss behind him by about 2 country miles. That was a better shot.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
The thing that you should be concerned about right now is there could be a Bismarck in or right behind that smoke. Oh, look, there he is. Yeah. If that island didn't happen to be there, because I know you weren't really paying too much attention to that, but you should really pay attention to where their battleships are in a Mogami, especially during an endgame situation like this. You're also lucky he has pretty bad aim, and that you also have a very convenient island to use to turn out and get out of his line of fire. Because if that island wasn't there, you would have had a very, very bad time. Also, if he had been a better shot. At that angle, he could have citadeled you quite easily. I would have held torps. He's turning in. Those are going to miss. Unless he very stupidly decides to turn out, which is always a possibility. But, yeah. You should have seen that his vector was quickly changing, and even though the torpedo target indicator said that those would have hit if he was going on his current vector, there's no way he would have, continued on his current vector. I would have held to right about now, then I would have fired, or perhaps even a little bit later. Good call to switch to AP. Holy crap, their Bismarck is actually might turn into torpedoes. Okay, never mind. Again, I was never really good at torpedoing, so... Nice shot. Maybe could have aimed a little bit lower. Nothing wrong with those. Okay, okay. Good kiting. Good kiting, good kiting. Yeah, nice wiggling. I'd definitely switch to H. Yep, you're doing that. That's good. Oh, wait, no, he's giving you more broadside. Wow, this MK is not that smart. Back to the AP. Good call. Probably going to be turning in, though. It's really hard to judge whether to or not to load AP or HE.
Our victory is in sight.
Oh, no, 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 no. Shoot the MK. Do not. No, 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 no. You shoot the thing that's doing damage to you. You basically already have this game won, but you're in a very advantageous position with the MK because you're kiting him. He's forced to chase you, which means his shells have extra travel time relative to where you are, and you're the honest guy getting super, super greedy. This is not a choice I would have made. I would have kited the MK out. Did my best to do as much damage to him as possible, and then gone after the Ryuho. Also, that MK doesn't have IFHE. If he did, you'd be dead. By now, you'd be completely dead. I don't know what kind of MK doesn't take IFHE, but, yeah.
Problem solved, sir.
By now, you could have definitely burnt down, or not necessarily burnt down, but used your HE Alpha and also maybe set some fires on that MK. You would have been dead by now.
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
And looks like, I mean, you guys already won, but yeah. Overall, I'd sum this up as like you did a lot of really like. I kind of got to be brutally honest here. You did a lot of dumb stuff, but you got away with it, which I mean, which is fine. It's just I would probably be a little bit more. How do I put it? I'd be a little bit more careful around battleships. That'd be the big thing. You got away with like a lot. Like the Tirpitz or Bismarck, whatever, had like how many salvos when you were within 12 kilometers? You didn't get rear citadel. You really didn't even take that much pen damage. And then with the MK, target selection, do not shoot. Like, especially if that game had been closer, that could have caused you guys to lose. Should have definitely nailed the MK. Because remember, he was kiting you. You were at a health disadvantage, but you know he was coming towards you. So you would have been able to trade rather favorably with him, especially since he didn't have IFHE. Like, I was really surprised. I'm like, he's taking like no damage from the MK. He's like, oh wait, you know, he doesn't have IFHE. He's slashing your hull plating, and he's doing literally nothing. So I would have focused the MK first, and then gone after the Ryuho if I had time after. So, that's about all I gotta say.